The world is a complete mystery, and the clips that we have today is gonna make you question reality. Drop a like, subscribe, buckle up.
Bro, what is this?
Pepsi?
It's like cream corn from the sky. What the hell is going on?
It's like the dishwasher whenever my
Sweet
mama's
baby
like...
Jesus brought us his cream corn.
What?
There's a damn malfunction in the weather machine. Come on, Mr. Musk, what is going on over here?
Somehow it's acting like the McDonald's machine that is always broken, you know? The McDonald's ice cream machine. Are we living in an artificially generated simulation? Holy. How many of you believe that we are living in some sort of simulation? One if you believe that, two if you don't. I don't think... What? Nah, that's just camera. Malfunction.
This leaf is spinning in mid-air. This leaf is spinning in mid-air, bruh.
What?
This leaf is spinning in mid-air.
Nah, bruh. Miss me with that. Nah, bruh. Miss me with that leaf bit, bro. I saw that. I see that string. I see that string, bro. Nah, miss me with that, bruh. Miss me with that. Yeah, you see that? You see that string here? You see that string? That's cap, bruh. That is cap. That is cap. Okay, I don't see that string now. What? Holy. What? Okay, the birds are not real. Yeah, how many of you think that the birds are government experiment? Because there are some people believe that, actually. I wouldn't be surprised that there are some, but birds are real, man. Like, I'm pretty sure there are some undercover birds, if that makes sense. It was another major milestone in the arena of robotic science. Ow! That is the crazy thing, man. Nothing you know. You cannot trust anything. Okay, they are trying to break through the fire firmament. Is that Dormammu? Holy, what's that? It is as though it's like spreading Wi-Fi signals or something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Is that 6G? Is that 6G? let me pop some. Nothing. God damn, Project Bluebeam. I will link you that video in the comments, and at the end y'all need to see that Project Bluebeam video, bro. I'm getting reminded of Project Bluebeam with this one. Holy. Ring, cloud, and trumpet sounds over Israel. Yeah, that ring cloud, huh? Yeah, that's a solid ring cloud. It is as though there's like a UFO sitting and, you know, having a reflection out and having its invisibility cloak or something, and having a normal reflection and just making us believe that it's a cloud. That's the vibe I'm getting. What are your thoughts?
Wow. Oh, amazing.
What? It's water, right? Yeah, what? Is it hitting a wall or something? Because it's jumping up like crazy. Like, look at these waves. Like, I remember only seeing volcanoes do something like that. You know, when they're hot, they're just... That is insane. Any scientist in my chat that has a scientific explanation? And it's coming on the ground. And it looks kind of fake-ish. Holy. Somebody standing there? Wait, what? And the video is so much so pushed against each other that is making it... Okay, scenes in Australia right now as parts. Damn. Part of the flooding. Absolutely crazy, bro. Holy. These are the mosquitoes after flooding in Australia. Yeah, now they can, I guess, happily fly, right? Why are they walking? Yeah. Okay, this one is actually mysterious, because I believe the first case happened in China with the goats or the cows. What if you remember that? Those are chicken doing that, bro. What? What's that? 3 chicken going in circles? Why are they walking in circles? Holy. Why are they walking in circles? Damn. You wanna know what this reminds me of? I'm actually Muslim, right? So, during prayers in Saudi Arabia, we go in circles like that in prayer. It reminds me of that, actually. No disrespect, obviously, I'm Muslim, so yeah, that's what this specifically reminds me. I mean, if any Muslim can actually, it's probably, if you're a Muslim and you just heard me say that, you're probably not gonna be able to unhear that, or you're probably not gonna be able to unsee that now, right? Why are they walking in circles? Damn. But this is like very odd, very bizarre. Because they're doing that unconsciously. Okay, deep rim after earthquake, momentary experience after the 7.8 earthquake in Garamenaras, I believe that's how you pronounce it, my bad if I butcher it, near the Euphrates River. It feels like that a nuke just exploded. Like, it feels like I'm watching a CGI cutscene of a nuke exploding. You're telling me that's... My goodness.
Millions of people are potentially at risk. This is big breaking news. Another massive chemical spill has happened, and you should evacuate if you are in this area. Hydrofluoric acid, which can literally melt your skin and bones off, has been spilled into this creek that leads into a lake that eventually flows into the Mississippi River. So millions of people are potentially at risk of being exposed to this chemical.
The insane thing is that we have all the weapons. We have weapons of mass destruction. We got chemicals for days, biochemicals, and we have so much stuff that if we were to use that, we can destroy our planet millions times over and still have these chemicals and these weapons. That is absolutely insane, Todd.
And there's been a massive leak, and there's barely any coverage on this. Once again, how are these chemicals leaking into our waterways, and why does this keep happening as well? So the spill happened right outside of Memphis, Tennessee. It's actually inside of Mississippi, though, at the Muscatuna Creek. And this creek actually flows into the Arkabutla Lake, and then the lake has a dam and a outlet that has a massive flow into the Mississippi River as well. It flows all the way down to Vicksburg, right outside of Jackson, Mississippi, and eventually runs into the Mississippi River. So what exactly is happening here? Why do these toxic chemicals keep spilling into our waterways and potentially threatening our farmland as well, threatening farm animals, and killing people?
I'm not super knowledgeable on this one, but aren't they trying to destroy the farmers, right?
There are people in Ohio reporting.
Kind of makes sense then. If they're looking to destroy the farmers, kind of makes sense actually, but I'm not super knowledgeable on that. I need to
Hey everybody, this is Dahl Arnson with the Alaska Patriot Network. I am visiting California, and I am here with one of the local ranchers, and I was brought out to this field in Stanislaus County, California, and this is the center of like the heartland of the nut industry, the almond industry, the pecan, or not pecans, I'm sorry, almond, walnut, cattle. There's not a lot out here, folks. And yesterday we were at a gathering, and we were alerted by another rancher that the railroad company, some company that nobody knows which company this is, has brought in hundreds of these railroad cars. And you can just see the line of them here. Let me see it, make sure I'm getting it in the shot. Sorry. Getting this in the shot. Now, On the cars, they say odorless liquid petroleum gas. Now they are loaded. They're riding low on their axles. They're double and triple deep on this switchback. And this is important because these ranchers, this is unprecedented in this area. No, none of them, they're like, what the hell is this? Why are they bringing this into the, heart of nowhere? I mean, unless you own land here or you're in the know-how, you don't know that this is here right now. And like I said, this is just the end of this line. I'm gonna make sure I'm getting.
And there's more.
And
Damn.
it goes on for miles. There's hundreds of these cars filled with an unknown liquid in the middle. Now, what's significant about this is just over, a few miles over is the main.
Okay, lady, push aside. Let me actually just try and shoot once. Just push aside, okay? Just push aside.
Water pipeline that goes into San Francisco. This also abuts two important agricultural rivers that feed this agricultural valley. So we don't quite know what's going on here, and it was the talk of the valley yesterday. I'm just visiting from Alaska, so I did ask one of the ranchers to bring me out.
Here are a couple more videos of that fire that we were flying.
Sorry guys, I couldn't get a proper shot, but what?
Over this morning in Chicago Heights. So is that a manufacturing facility at 11th and Washington? And just look at all of that smoke coming from that area. Thankfully, hearing no injuries involved in this fire, but crews are still on the scene. And take a look at this. This is the view as we were approaching about 15 miles away.
Looking like, it looks like a war zone, but they call it African magic disrupting a range event. Are these people? Oh no, these are chairs. Holy! I thought I was looking at people just falling. What the actual F, bro? Yeah, that's a small ass tornado for sure. But still powerful enough to actually lift up these chairs and throw them out. Just crazy. So you're telling me they have, I mean, it's not people's fault. I was gonna say, like, people have like all these chairs just for, they must have been just sitting. Wait, what? You watch this go. Yeah, okay, holy. I was expecting that actually. That the land is just gonna, damn. Yep, there comes the water, bro. Just few seconds later, it will make you feel like that there was no land there, bro. That is... Yeah, now it looks normal. Like, if you come here, this is also gonna fall. If you, yeah, it just feels like that. This is how it was before too, right? Just absolutely insane. Yeah, water's taking over. Yeah, man, this is crazy. Nobody's ever gonna know that this happened. Look at that. Just look at that. You cannot even see anything. Click on this video on the screen. This was the last part, and I will see you right there.